Assalamualaikum. My name is FARHANA binti Abdul Halim. My matric number is 2022837358. Me and my group mate will be presenting the topic about discipline. The concept of discipline is often initiated. Any organization, whether private or public, has goals to be achieved. An organization may have established goals such as increasing the access of owners, maximizing customer satisfaction, achieving institutional growth, achieving financial stability, and so on. For performance management to be impactful, managers should work on creating a balance of positive and constructive feedback. Furthermore, the management has the power to restrict, to regulate, and control the discipline of employees. So, to maintaining the employee discipline, as the organization must send their employees to training and development camp, because maintaining employee discipline is very essential. Therefore, managing employee discipline properly is of very important. It involves regularization of employees' behavior in compliance with established rules in order to achieve desired goals of the organization, as the employees must follow the rules that refer to official instruction in respect of what employees must obey and allowed to do and what employees are not allowed to do. For example, to start working at 8 a.m. is an official instruction the employees must follow, and not to smoke within the factory is an official instruction that employees are not allowed to do. With that, if the employees break the rules, the disciplinary action will be taken against employees. In simple words, every people in organization must have discipline and rules to follow.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is ASHIKIN. Right now, I will explain about definition of discipline. Discipline is a management action to encourage compliance with the organization standard. Every organization in public administration has rule and law that must be obeyed by every employees. Discipline's problem means that an employee have or behave or act against the employee's rule and procedure, which can affect his or her job performance. In teams activities, where several individuals work toward the same goals, discipline is the most important thing in create a great teamwork. Without teamwork, teams cannot function properly. According to MOHD 2015, organization discipline thus can be explained as a system of conducting the organizational process by its members who follow the guidelines laid out by the organization. Every organization has a discipline that should be followed by the employees because this is to improve and uplifting teamwork so that the goals can be reached by creating a sense of harmony among individuals and improving the sense of tolerance among employees. Some employees have weaknesses in producing quality and satisfactory work. This may be due to lack of abilities, training, and motivation. This problem can include alcoholism, drug addiction, or family problem among the employees. Employees who violate laws or engage in various illegal acts while on the job was called as misconducted employees. This is one of the type of discipline problem among employees. Employees who consistently break company's rule and do not respond to supervisor reaction are called as not disciplined employees. For example, they are sleeping on the job, fighting at work, coming late, and more. According to MOHD 2050, there are three types of discipline, which is self-discipline, task discipline, and group discipline. Self-discipline is where employees themselves are motivated enough to regulate their action like time management and priority setting, so that the organization does not have to put in any extra effort for employees like this. This is because this kind of characteristic that was very needed by every organization. Next, task discipline. Task discipline is employees must be responsible enough to do their job in the best way possible by themselves. Employees who are responsible should not give up their tasks that need to be done by themselves to others. This is because it will damage the good relationship in the organization. Next one is group discipline. Group discipline is teamwork. Most jobs in organization require to be worked on by a team, so group discipline is very important. That is why the human resources department play a big role in taking care of every employee's relationship. Lastly, discipline are very important that must be represented in all employees in every public administration. This is because we will provide excellent service to all citizens to help them solve the problem that they face. That is why we should always be polite and disciplined in performing our tasks.
My name is HANANI binti ROSLI. I'm going to explain about definition of performance. Performance is defined as the action or process of carrying out or accomplishing an action, task, or function of something or someone does. Performance is also something that can be seen and evaluated by others and can reflect a person's character. Performance becomes a tool for others to evaluate something or the thing that they have been constructed to do. According to Verbonku and Zatman, performance is a particular result obtained in management, economic, and marketing. Meanwhile, according to Nicholas Bourgogne, Convalet, The performance implies at the same time the interaction, action, the result of action, and success. Employee performance is one of the many types of performance that exist. Employee performance can be defined as how well and to what extent a person or someone can carry out their tasks and duties with full responsibility. Employee performance can be evaluated with a few criteria, namely quantity of work, quality of work, knowledge of the job, personal qualities, cooperation, dependability, initiative, and earnestness.
According to MOHD in 2008, discipline can be translated as the state of employee self-control and orderly conduct that indicate the extent of genuine teamwork within an organization. In this situation, the discipline of an employee in an organization is the main principle to achieve a higher and a better performance. This is important as it shows the integrity of an employee, and his doings will lead the company's activity in the future, whether it will be beneficial or not. It is to ensure the company's goal can be speed up because the employee follows the rules thoroughly. The first benefit of discipline in employee performance is it works as a reference or guidelines to the employee. As an example, Malaysian public servants are regulated to follow General Order Perintah Am as long as they are working with the government of Malaysia. It is significant to be followed by the civil servant for the interest of the organization because it outlines several rules and regulations on the principle of disciplinary control, including the matter of absent without leave, AWOL, that has been stated in Federal Constitution, Public Officers Conduct and Discipline Amendment 2002 in Part 3. In this matter, Malaysian public servants will not arbitrarily be absent from work without a reason because they are subject to the Act in the General Order. As a result, their work performance will be magnificent as there is no distraction appears. Consequently, employee discipline is an essential component of the effective operation of an organization. Moreover, the other benefit of discipline in employee performance is it encourages harmony and cooperation among employees. This is crucial as discipline can create an atmosphere of respect toward everybody in the organization, whether from the top layer or to the bottom layer of the hierarchy. As a result, that will reduce the level of low performance by the employees. Performance is the result of the quality and quantity of work accomplished by an employee in performing their duties in accordance with the responsibilities given to them. This is according to Mangkunegara in 2013. Therefore, this will lead to high job satisfaction for both the organization and the employees, as it also can encourage the realization of organizational objectives effectively. Last but not least, discipline can also ensure that all employees are being treated equally. In general, being treated equally refers to being fair to each other without discrimination, whether to workers who work in private or public organization. This is beneficial for the companies because it offers greater and higher motivation for the employees as they are being treated fairly, especially by getting the things that will benefit them. For example, both workers that work in public or private organization will receive paternity leave. According to the Deputy Minister of Human Resources, Dato' Awang Hashim has stated, the period of male paternity leave is extended from 3 days to 7 days to give space to male workers whose wives give birth so that they can manage the birth of a child in a sufficient period. Hence, that will enhance the overall company's performance.
Next, I would like to talk about the impact of discipline management on performance of employees. As we all know, performance management is practicable to motivate employees and teams to perform effectively for the benefit of the company with right approaches and methods. Performance management is a method used by organizations to encourage, evaluate, and improve team and individual performance in support of overall goals and objectives. It is also a method of communication in which managers assist employees by outlining expectations, defining and establishing goals, and evaluating performance. Performance management has many impacts on employees' performance as it can make sure that employees' action and output align with wider company objectives. If a company lacks on performance management, there won't be any clear feedbacks because employees are unaware of what is expected of them. Therefore, there are many impacts of discipline management on the performance of employees. The first impact is to allow employee growth. Employees are aware that the organization is a pathway to their growth and development. A successful performance management system will guarantee they realize their potential and generate higher revenue that are advantageous to both organization and employee. Although some employees care about their salaries and benefit, but work-life balance and job satisfaction are examples of intangible reward that is required by them. For example, provide training in areas like development skills that related to the person's job task specifically to assist their career path and personal development. The second impact is to build positive relationship between employees and manager. Individual and team are likely to provide contribution to the success of organization when they are aware of how and why their actions affects organizational outcome. Relationship and performance are linked because it makes challenging job easier and create enjoyable workplace. Strong relationship offer amazing results that help people reach. The third impact is to allow a room for performance-oriented conversation. As I stated just now, communication is important in performance management as it plays a vital role in understanding to provide their needs. Some managers frequently overlook their employee because they are overloaded with work. So, performance management operates as a bridge for communication between parties involved in employees' issues and problems. Thus, it aids managers in understanding various behavioral patterns that influencing employees' growth. For example, encourage open communication to allow employees voice their concern on certain matters. And the last impact is to identify underperformers. It is obvious that not every employee is qualified for a certain position. Thus, underperformers can be tracked with the assistance of efficient performance management inspection. It includes someone who is not carrying out duties assigned to required standards, display negative behavior, or obeying regulations at work. Underperformers may have an influence on customers, business productivity, as well as their output. Thus, performance management is necessary to lower the possibility of underperformers. Terminating employees' job is a significant decision, but must have appropriate reason and stick to the fair performance management and procedures.
As a conclusion, discipline is very important to the employee and everyone, so the action or behavior can be handled and protected from our teams. Besides that, all parties, especially the workers themselves, need to have or cultivate an attitude of discipline within themselves so that the common problem can be reduced and overcome. With assistance of human resource also, they would help corporate to investigate wrongdoing and will not tolerate corruption because they are not biased towards any party. Apart from that, a disciplined environment in the workplace makes employees as well as employers well behave. So we can say that discipline is one of the key of anyone's life, especially it is an essential part of a successful workplace.